Moe du gamer här igen för att spela Metroid som släpptes 2002. Låt oss ta och börja om. I'd been assigned to watch over biology research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR 388. Vad är det där? It was like that was a type of life I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker. The parasitic organism we now know as X. And for my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once I had affected my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact, while this was also crowded, and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, covering large areas of my power suit. Then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Larger portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the examiners of the nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was getting a minimal chance of survival. Some of them occur. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from Insåg 388. The serum was prepared and then taken without delay. The parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. As for me, one life better, yet I survived, reborn. As something different. Pondering this fact, I realized I would have Metroid hatching my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biological Space State Labs, or BSL research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures to recapture there, as well as snap-faded pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I rolled that an explained explosion rocketed the station. For some reason, this evoked a nameless fear in my heart, and I'm being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CEO was something I had to bear, as that was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, it's the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CEO. Så. Lite lång uppmuseum, men nu är den äntligen över. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The big part of the store's capsules containing recent samples from SR-38, as well as the positive suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You're still not but use most of your abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation on the way. Uplink from there. Is everything clear? Now, go to the quarantine bay. Så, nu är vi inne i spelet. För första gången på en annan jag planeten Sebbes. Eller det som kom mig på när jag var Research Station i rymden. Eller vänta, nej. Nu ljög jag, Metroid spelar sig på SR318. The current base ahead. License unconfirmed. Be careful. Yes, låt oss ta reda på vad som exploderade här i Quarter Bay. Mycket mystiskt. Mystisk atmosfär. Ha. Oj! Den fick mig. Så vad säger du Adam? This is unfortunate news. The specimen are back with a field were infected by X parasites. The experiment spray and the specimen could have hosted it. Before an explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The latent X parasite invade and rapidly reproduce. Can the host creature? They also observed DNA and used it to mimic the host. They were almost killed by an X infection, and the Metroid vaccine saved your life. Since the Metroids were the main appearance of the X, this will the vaccine work so quickly and so well. But as also changes their own makeup, you will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now also free from X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This allows you to replenish health and restore weapons. You must restore latent abilities this way, so pursue for X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. It will get the X out of the prone environment at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I'm ordered to take the message by sense in this region. Days are gathering. This may be options to exterminate them, but there are only 10% battery capacity. This is survival is extremely low. The restoration needs are limit on duty, Samus. So is it clear? No, get going. I release the lack on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. Och detta var jag första Metroid-spelet jag spelade, men då på en emulator. Så det är första gången jag spelade på en riktig konsol. Men ja, det gick inte så bra för mig då. För jag kom inte förbi första bossen, Arachnus. Och det är såhär zombie-X. Vad de nog föreställer. Så. I resign on HQ. They can also borrow with downloadable buttons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help you against some rumors so beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Is able to clear? With missiles, the chances roll comes to 20%. Yes. The computer reminds me of an old girl Federation casino with owner named Adamalkovich. They called me lady on missions. When I was, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. Yes, här uppe i datorrummet. Så. Vad gör nu då? The return of Ferris is not on the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll look on it, will you? Try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading those license, so I hope you miss this work. If you really miss this, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special level of X parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. So to clear? This is our only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. No, find a way to the target. Här är vår enda utgång. Så det kan bara förstöras med missiler då. Så här ja. Vakna. Här är vi och klättringar som man kan klättra både på sidan och uppåt. Fler missiler. Så. Kom igen. Och så, ja, och du är så irriterande så jag bara vill döda dig. Alltså jag hatade detta. Det är så väldigt mycket. Varför det jag fienden var så irriterande. Oj. Och du brukar hata mig också. Så äntligen. Så jag hade så svårt att ta mig förbi och in till bossen här. Så, energitank. Och här finns en väl gömd hemlighet. Se, 2 energitankar. Ja, Raktusen, han är en svår första boss. Och jag kunde inte besegra honom på 7 år. Så jag ska över här. Oj, han dodgar dem. Men det är så tas. Och nu är det bara... Oj, kan jag bara få sån här... Jag måste ha missiler. Oj, oj. Så förstår man core som infekterat dem. Ja, Arnhus tog 7 år om mitt liv och det tog mig 4 gånger innan jag lyckades besegra honom för första gången. Så nu är det bara att vi tar oss tillbaks till jag ett navigationsrum här. Och hit kan vi också gå nu. Till ett recharge room. Så. Och det är också bäst att vi sparar här. Kan vi gå dit? Så vad säger du nu, Adam? Samus, this is I feared. The Retorners have been invaded by X-parasites. So the one has several abnormalities on biosensors, but the one is simulation of the SF-388's ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use over the one. Separate to clear, use the navigation just to suffer further breathing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever all of the exit to the environment, we also believe the nuclear explosion. Yes. Nu kommer vi rulla in till en hemlighet. Ja, och detta är ett mycket farligt uppdrag. Farligare än något annat uppdrag som Samus har upplevt. Så, låt oss åka till sektor 1. Va? Jag älskar Sefinen i hela Metroid-serien. Och nu dog hissen igen. Vi kan fortfarande ta hissen till sektor 1 så vi ses där i nästa avsnitt. Hej då!